And I think we are live. Hello, everybody. This is Negative Light. Welcome to the channel. I should be live now. I'm going to just give everybody a second to start tuning in here over the next couple moments. The notification hasn't gone to my stream yet, so I'm assuming... where's my streamer bot? Okay, it is up. Let me just make sure the stream is good on the Abentov. And then we should be good to go. How's everybody doing? Oh, there we go. There's the bot. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the audio. Are we alive? The connection's excellent, so that's a good sign. Awesome. Okay. Now, I wish there was an easy way. Unable to add a stream marker? What? Hey, Crazy Smile. Welcome to chat. How are you doing today? Okay. We are continuing where we left off, basically. Well, not really. So, let me just show y'all where we're at. I was kind of playing around, looking through how to do the command line. I was almost done with it. And then I realized that, the current way I'm doing things is just not going to work. So I'm going to be using a different version of Clap. That's basically just the builder version. It's not hard. It's not terribly different, I should say, but it is most definitely something to consider. So, so I am trying to figure out, okay, so that's how you build a subcommand. Okay. And what I need to do actually is I need to, grab all of this. Oh, nope. And then I need to go here. Okay. And then we're going to do :y. And then let's go p. Yo, there we go. Okay. So these are all the subcommands that we really need to do. So let's just start diving through these and actually add a description. Oops. So let's see here. Create, starts a pack in an existing folder. Defaults to using folder name for pack name. Okay. So that means that needs an optional argument for a string. Let's see here. So we'll go ahead and add, there we go. So optional string, what are we using this for? We are, that's right, name. Yeah, so so for those that are tuning in, and I'm really hoping, because this stream, FYI, took off afterwards. So if you are new, or you're watching this stream, kind of the second one to come out, please say hi, either in the chat here or in the comments. I would love to meet y'all. I would like to meet some more Rust devs. I'm willing to listen to advice. Just, you know, be polite, okay? I'm learning Rust while doing this project, so I am very fresh. Okay. So here's what we got to do. So the name of the pack, I think that's all we'll need for a init. At least right now, there will be other versions in the future. Okay. So now new creates a new pack, creates a folder and a pack. Okay, so that means that it will have a required string name. Optional. I'll have to think through that a little bit. I think we'll just keep it simple for now. Okay, export.
Crazy smile. Redeem squat.
And FYI, the rebrand is ready to go, so I am going to be getting started on that. If y'all see some interesting things pop up, just know I have like 4 videos and a bunch of other things involving in this, and like whole new like animated overlays and stuff. Okay, so I think what we do is we make each one of these flags. So export to a platform or others. See here, default A. I will go ahead and tell you there may be some stuff already made for you, ironically. But yeah. Probably there will be, I'll phrase it this way. There's a lot of like room to grow with the rebrand. And it's mostly just like I was paying an artist over a year and I don't have a ton of money. So let's just say I got what I paid for. So, she had it before you did. You didn't start the art till after I was paying her. I had the logo from like early in the year. Like it was not very far. So I think, let's see here. Z. A. L. Or C. M. L. And then what I'm gonna do is O flag to select platform. There might be some other things, but let's see here. So yeah. Okay, so import mod pack from folder, from file, location, or the internet. So that one might be interesting, but we'll see. So we need to do path. Let's see here. Required path, string path. We'll start with that. Config. Okay, so that's going to require a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so a lot has happened with the UI stuff. Probably not taking, I'm not going to be doing the WAN show type stuff. Oh, that's right. Are they about to, they're probably about to start, aren't they? I never watch it live. I have never watched the LTT live. Dude, you just dropped all the videos for the week? Come on, man. I thought that they streamed on Saturday nights. No, it's WAN. Okay. So now this one has subcommands to the subcommand. I'm hoping I do need to do list. So we need to do add a mod to the mod list. Okay. And then let's see here. Required string name or slug project number. And the reason I'll do that is that there are a bunch of different options. I might have to also add some stuff to like there might be some other things. Remove a mod from the mod list. Required string name, slug, project number. Oh, but actually, no, the project number does not matter. I only need the name. Why am I not? $. There we go. Okay. So update the mods in the mod list. Optional string name. Specific mod to update. I'm thinking through stuff as I'm saying it. So the reason why the slug or the project number doesn't matter right now is that I'm going to search both Modrinth and CurseForge to see if it's available on both. And that will enable the project to be a little bit more dynamic. I do know I will need to add set config items. There's going to be multiple mods list. There's going to be a lot of subcommands behind all the subcommands here. This is not a simple command line interface. I'm going to go ahead and tell you all that now. Okay. Update all mods / versions. So Minecraft, Fabric, CurseForge, etc. See here. Check for updates. Updates and perform them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the command line interface first, right? And then I'm going to build around the command line interface a GUI using Taru. I think that's how you say it. Which is basically a better version of what's it called? It's what Discord uses and all like the super common ones. Oh, what is it called? I want to say it's Element or Proton, but that's not what it is. What is VS Code built on? Electron. There we go. So it uses Electron, and this is equivalent to it, but what it does is it uses your native browser. Because if you didn't know, in Electron, every time you install one of those apps, you're installing a fresh web browser every time, which makes zero sense because any legitimate distro today will ship most of the time with a browser built in. Now, do I think that Taru probably should consider adding a web browser that they kind of ship like as a dynamic library? Probably not a bad idea, just to be safe. But then it's a dynamic library that all the programs using Taru can use at the same time. Because there are some cases, especially in embedded things, where you don't really want the extra weight of a web browser if you don't need it. 9 times out of 10, though, you still end up having one. So there's no reason to not have it, in my opinion. So again, if you're going to be building that, go ahead and, yeah. So where are we? I don't even think I'm on the screen right now. I had to look something up. Okay. I need to list all mods from the mod pack. We'll need to add some filtering to that guy later on, but for now, we're just going to, again, keep it simple, stupid, first go around. And that's misspelled, so report. Okay. Check for updates and produce a report of what updates are available. Okay. Analyze. Produce reports of current status of each mod. Okay. A. Perform analysis of what mods are available on which platforms. Which currently it's only going to be CurseForge and Modrinth. I probably will try to design it to be a little bit more dynamic. So that we can add other ones in the future. Yep, the KISS principle. Perform analysis of what mods are available on which mod loaders. So that would be Forge, Fabric, CurseForge. I need to add a label, and I need to adjust some. I need to adjust some settings in my Vim because I don't like when it just did that word wrap. So we're gonna actually do in the backspace space. Okay. I want to add a line there so that I know, because I would rather not have most of my lines go over like 100 characters. But if they do, it's fine. You know, like I want to keep them short, but there is a time and a place. Okay. So now we're going to work on actually building all of this out. So, and mind you, I am following some of the tutorials. So, that is something to also consider. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we're going to, so the cool part about this guy is this will go ahead and add all of like the basic cargo dock info into the help. So that takes a lot off of me already. So now so now it looks like Rust prefers this. So propagate version true. Sub command required true. And then true. Look, I'm teaching myself the language of Rust. So now we're going to be adding subcommands. So I think this is where we're going to get into the fun of what I'm about to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we're going to just start with one simple subcommand, which is, I wish I could split the screen. Okay. I think we'll start with, we'll start with a init. So, function, build init command, and that's going to return a clap, co command, and then, let me just make sure. Okay, that did not insert that, so we need to make sure that's inserted, and then, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. So we're going to return a command new, and then we give the command a name. So we're going to do a init, and then we'll do about, creates a pack in the current folder. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do right. And what we're going to do here is now we're going to add in the subcommand. No, not that. Okay. What are we doing? Dot subcommand. And then we do build init command. And I'll have to see if there's an easier way to do all this, but I am going to be doing it this way so that I can keep things organized for myself. And I'll probably add some version control stuff to each of these so that I can kind of version each of the commands later on. Okay. So, we're going to just exit. Yes, I could. Cargo check. We're going to just see. Ew. Okay. Propagate. Propagate. Source CLI manager. GATE. Prop. PROPAGATE. PAGATE. Okay. So GATE. Clear cargo check. It would help if I wrote the file. Hey! Okay. Build a init command. Oh! Well, it would help if I, So, a fun fact about functions. You have to call them. Okay. Dude. What is wrong with me? Okay, and we're gonna check that. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so it does seem like we're a little bit better. Yes, I know I got a bunch of stuff that's not being used right now. In the future, most of this will be being used, I think. So, if this is intentional, prefix with an underscore matches. Okay. So now what we'll do is we're going to exit. Cargo run. And we'll do -H. Hey! Okay, so now cargo run init. Okay, so nothing happens, but it has the info. That's what we're looking for right now. We are not looking for perfection. We are looking for progress. FYI, let me know how this looks. If I need to like adjust background elements and junk, that's fine. Should just like put my logo in the background or something. I don't know that I can do that. So here, okay, the property screen does not show up. Layout, colors, screen text, screen background, pop-up text, pop-up background, opacity. What happens when I turn the opacity all the way down? Okay, so the opacity does nothing for y'all. Use separate foreground, use separate background. Yo. So like if I like started elevating the red, what happens when I make it like super red? Oh, whoa. Heck no. No. I thought it was like live editing. I don't know why I thought that. But I think we will bump the red up slightly and the blue up slightly to give it a little bit like a purple. And then yeah, I think that'll be fine. Hey, there we go. What I should do is make it green, and then I can... Ooh, no, I shouldn't. Because a lot of stuff in the terminal is green. And that would not be good. Text would just stop showing up for y'all. And for me, really. It would just be worse. Okay. So now... So now we need to do new. Okay. Build new command. Clap. Command. Return. Command new. Okay. Dot about. Create a new pack. And apparently it does not squawk necessarily if you miss a semicolon. That's interesting. Okay. And so now if I go ahead and go here and then do no, I need to do build new command. I wonder if there's a way to iterate over a set of functions with like a tag over them inside of a file. Let's see if there's a way to do that, because that would be a useful function actually to have. So Rust cycle create list of functions in a file with a header over it. Defining structs enums, no. You can in Python. Yeah, no. Well, so you can iterate and all that. What I'm questioning is, so like in Python, right? So if I wanted to make like a list, I could create a function that would wrap. It's a wrapper, and you would do like at CLI builder, right? And then I would go up here and I would make a iterator over that list, and it would execute. I don't think it works that way in Rust, but I think there is a way to do that. I have been added in Discord. Okay, I do apologize. I had to take care of some business shortly in a chat, so it should be off to the side. Let's see here. Rust equivalent of delegate from Python. Nope, that's not. This create, remove some boilerplate for structs that simply delegate. Nope, that's actually the delegate pattern, not the delegate. Okay. Decorator, that's what it is. Decorator from Python. Like in tracing with... Okay, so they might be called... So I know kind of what they look like because we used them in other places. And there's something... And so apparently it's called an attribute, possibly. So the span macro expands a span struct. Okay, so... Interesting. So it's called an attribute. Okay, so Rust attribute add functions to a list and iterate over them. Ooh, here we go. Okay, this might be something close. Also, how's everybody doing today? Have not checked in with y'all yet, so I thought I would ask. Are y'all enjoying the Christmas season? I am. So, okay. There's something called an inventory. This crate provides a way to set up a plugin registry into which plugins can be registered. Okay, so this is actually another thing, is I wanted to eventually add plugins, and so that might be a pretty cool thing. So flag like, oh, snap. Okay, so this seems like it might override that. All items, macros, collect traits. Okay, so this is like a so this is specific to that. And I don't know that it's a actual Rust crate either, which is interesting. So, I might just have to do it manually for now, and then we'll come back. That's probably what we'll do for now. Unless somebody sees this and says, why are you doing that? You are an idiot. Okay. So we do need to add a command line argument for the name. And so we want to do name. So we want to go here. Dot arg, and then the arg macro, and then we're gonna do name, and I think that's how that works. So let's see here. Okay, and then okay, so I do need to probably use a value parser for a string. That's the other side of that. So when you're building the argument, okay, so I might make a quick function to print line port colon. Okay. So that's how do you set a default? Let me go back one tutorial. I'm trying to teach myself all this stuff, so oh, so that's like the shape of the argument. That is interesting. I would have not thought of that. But so does an argument default to a string type? Okay, it does. It does default to a string. And so interesting. Okay. 3, enumerated values, validated values, argument relations, and then so validation is the other thing we're gonna have to do, of course, because otherwise we're gonna get errors because you inserted an invalid name. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to do .required required true, and then I think I'm missing a parenthesis. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that one's done. That one's done. I need to remember how to... I know you can do B to go back and then W to go forward, which actually I do want to... I'm going to go here and do that. I don't think there's anything new that I need, but I'll eventually add more. So now if we just do cargo check, should be in the clear, and we can do cargo run help and creates a new pack, cargo help new. Does that, or no, Q, cargo run help new. Hey, okay, we do need to add. Oh, that was not how I expected my leg to go. Ooh, I'm old. I am old. I actually have glasses that I should be wearing right now, but I'm not because I'm bad. Apparently they do have some testing things, which is definitely something we should look into. So, and of course, in all of this, so how this is actually working is that the reason why I separate the files this way is because I want to keep the CLI in one file so that then the main just looks nice and sleek like this. Obviously, later on, there's going to be a lot of like matching stuff. And so we might add some of those functions into the CLI a little bit and like go through a couple of other steps. But basically, I want to keep the main file kind of short, sweet, simple. I found that in general, programs that do that tend to be better. Actually, I also need to pop into visual mode, and I need to get all these guys. Delete and D, and then okay. So that's good. And then I think it's O to open. Nope. I don't remember how to open another file. Is it E? Source CLI. Yo, there we go. So, and this is the shape of it. So, I'm wondering, how do you add a description? Can you add a description to those? That might be in the like cookbook thing, but for now that'll be fine, I guess. So you have positionals, optionals, flags. That's the other thing that I'll have to add because that's the next one. Okay, so verbose, long, verbose, action, set true. Okay, so because I think, okay, all those. Of course, if you have A here and you have Z, C, M, L, like each one of those being true doesn't make much sense. I might. Probably what I'll do is if you have all toggled on and then you have any one of these, it's going to just like give you a warning. Hey, FYI, you only have to do -A or you only have to do -Z or whatever. And then if you only have these guys, it'll just assume that all is false. And there we go. So we're going to go ahead and function build. What's my next command, actually? It is export. Okay, it is export. So that's the fun one. Build export command. Clap. Command. And then enter, return. New. And then we're going to do export. And then about export your command, your pack. I will need to probably add some like glossary stuff. So in general, when I say platform, I'm talking about like Modrinth or CurseForge. So wherever the mods get uploaded to, and ultimately where the mod pack might get uploaded to. Like some stuff that the new or the init might deal with actually is the ability to like you insert like a mod pack name or a mod pack URL, and it will download that mod pack and give you information and add like a contributing file. So you can have like, hey, this is based on all the mods 9, or this is a, you know, so you can then go in and edit it. But flags. So now we have to add each one of the args. What I might do is I might have to build a function to help me with this, just because it's going to be a pain in the butt to do it all the time. But we will... Oops. Excellent. We need to... R. Okay, we're going to write real fast, because hopefully that'll take care of it, and then I do need to go and delete the swap file. Okay, so, append. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just do arg, and then we cannot use the arg shortcut. So that's something to note. So we're going to call that all, and then we do short a, long all, and then action arg action set true. Okay, so that's how you do that, and there is no physical way that I'm doing that multiple times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a function for that, because yeah. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to function build flag arg, right? And then we're going to do name, and that should be a string type, I believe. And then R is an ampersand str. I don't know what those default to as of right now. Short, again, string, and then long. Also a string. Okay. And then we just go here, and then we do return arg new name short long action arg action. Why did you set true semicolon? There we go. That's what we want. So we'll go from there. FYI, has anybody been checking out the new Gemini thing? So Google released their own little like AI bot, kind of like ChatGPT, but apparently they faked, like the entire demo video is faked. Which to me is just like, they're like, it's so good, and I will be honest, people were starting to like be like, there's got to be something fishy here, right? Because they were like, we're like 50% better than ChatGPT, right? And And then they started looking through the tests, and I looked at the test a little bit, and I was like, hold up. You're saying it's better at like general chat or whatever, and you were doing 15 one-shot commands versus like ChatGPT is normally ranked on depth. So like how long it can kind of keep a coherent train of thought in a conversation between multiple messages back and forth, which is a huge part, really, and one of the biggest weaknesses of ChatGPT. I mean, I've finally gotten to the point where I've actually convinced my brother that, you know, it's not all it's cracked up to be. I want to do that. Okay, and then we're going to... Actually, we're going to delete that line. We're going to go up. We're going to go to the end. And then we're going to build a flag argument. All. And then... Okay, and then I want to see if this works. So cargo check. Okay, so is not implemented. Oh, I probably have to add found ampersand str. So I'm betting that that's going to be... Okay. Why do I feel like... Okay, this is Moose's scarf. We're good. Okay, I need to make sure to overwrite the file next time. Hold up. Qbang. Vim source CLI manager. Edit anyways. Let me see here. Okay. Yep. So... Actually, what I need to do is I need to D1. D? Nope. I colon. Is it D W? DW? There we go. I ampersand str. Okay. And then DW not $sign. Okay. And FYI, the reason I did it the way I'm doing it is because I'm trying to teach myself all the little shortcut stuff with Vim, because that's what the like power of Vim is that you can move really fast when you know the shortcuts. And yes, I could have done some other things. Okay. So we did that, but we also need this to export. Oh, and we probably have to include something up here. We need to include capitalized arg. I don't know why there's a lowercase arg here, so I'm going to replace that with a capital A, and guess that that is probably a typo on my part when I was first setting this up. Or it was from when we were using another thing. Okay. But we also need to have this return a clap argument. So we need to clap arg. WQ cargo check. Did this work? Closer. Very close. Okay. The trait is not implemented for string. Okay, so... the following are other types of the trait. So it can use a char. So I bet I have to use a char for that. And that's what it's looking like. Oh, okay. Never mind. I do have to use both the lowercase and the other one. Okay. So let's get this started. How are y'all feeling about this project so far? What are y'all's thoughts? Okay. Apparently it still did not keep that. So... Okay, so we need to start here, and we need to go swap this to a char. You don't know? Yeah, same here. I need to teach myself how to sort these or build a macro that does it. This is the other thing, is like there's a lot of macro-y things you can do with Vim. Again, I have to teach myself all that stuff. So, WQ, cargo check. I really should just do that. Okay. Expected a char, found a string, so I need to... Okay. So, okay. And like, see, I have to make sure to use single quote for that. So I need to just... And then not what I wanted to do. And then we will do cargo, not that. Bang, cargo check. Hey, new errors. Always fun when you find new errors when you're programming. Okay. Name escapes the function body here. Argument requires that outlive static. Huh. Borrow data escapes outside of function. Let's call the lifetime reference. Name is a reference that is only valid in the function body. Name escapes the function body here and must outlive static. Borrow data escapes. Okay. So... Argument requires that 2 must outlive static. Interesting. I do not understand what this error actually means, so we're going to just look it up. Parameter escapes the function body. Argument requires that X must outlive static. Okay. Okay. Spawn blocking does not have scope semantics. So as far as the type synthesis compiler is concerned, it just goes to live in its independent from the current functionality. It's actually spawn blocking. Interesting. Okay, that's not really... Okay. Here we go. This is closer to what I'm actually doing. So, game state requires that the implementation must be static. In order to satisfy static lifetime type, you must not contain any reference shorter than static. So, if you can't make A and B both be static, the only option is to put the dispatcher inside states. For a lifetime A to outlive static, it means that is equal to or... Okay, so... I wonder... Rust call static version of a parameter. Okay. So, I wonder if... Call the lifetime. So, I wonder if I just do dash long? Is that what I'm understanding here? Is that what I'm understanding here? So, do I just do like... Oops. And then... What would be funny is if I got the Primogen to react to my horrible coding. Do any of y'all watch the Primogen? I've been enjoying his stuff a little bit. He's actually kind of the person who encouraged me to start doing... Oh. Okay, while for loop or a bracket after a label. That's not a great sign. Okay, so that's for all those. So that's add to close the char literal. Well, it's not char literal. So call the lifetime of a parameter rest. Okay. I am currently trying to teach myself how all this works, FYI. So dumb questions are dumb things are to ensue soon. So so borrowed value does not live long enough. So I wonder. Okay, so if I do an ampersand instead. And then cargo check. Okay, that one's messed up. But yo, we got it. Okay. So we gotta let it borrow the string variables for that in order for them to live long enough for them to work. I accidentally... Okay, I need to do... so I need to go into source real fast. rm dot CLI manager swap. And then we'll go back into the CLI manager. We're going to go here, and we are going to... nope, that's not what I wanted. How do you just delete a character? That's right. I believe it's just Shift X. There we go. Okay, and then WQ, cargo, check, Darg Narbit. Okay. Let's call the lifetime reference. Name is a reference that's only valid during the function body. So does that mean that I do this -1? Is that what I'm understanding here? Sorry. This is stuff where like I'm teaching myself the language, okay? So we're gonna do, and then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do cargo check. Is not implemented for ID. Okay. So that is not what we want to do. When will Mia join? I don't know that she's joining tonight's stream. I think she has D&D tonight, though she might be too exhausted to deal with that for reasons that she will bring up when she feels like it. But oh, so the Republican debate was recently, and I have to say, as much as I don't like Vivek, and as much as I don't think Ron DeSantis is just not ready for the big stage, they owned the other people so bad. It was not funny. So validating references with lifetimes. So I'm trying to teach myself this. So does not live long enough. Okay. Oh, there is a error code. And so if I do rust C explain, and then it's EO277. Okay, here we go. You tried to use a type which doesn't implement some trait in a place which expects a trait. Oh, well, that's not the one I need. So I need to Vim CLI manager, right? I need to I name and then cargo check. Okay, now Rust C explain.
Does Rust support inline ASM or C?
I do think I've heard mention of like some kind of assembly. So Rust inline assembly. I don't know that it does C, but oh, yep, it can. It can. You do inline assembly. You may need, so you do need the you do need to call in a specific thing. And it works on x86, 86 by 64, ARM, ARC 64, RISC-V, and Long Arch. Is used on an unsupported target. Interesting. But yeah. I'm not really under an NDA. I just don't know how comfortable or where she's at with what happened. So write it in C, turn it to assembly, put assembly in. I don't know that you can't. I'm not certain, but you might be able to. Let's do in Rust inline C code. Because, I mean, that would be useful if you had like a... It does look like, although there is not native support, someone has actually made a... has made like an assert C code that will allow the user... Oh, wait. No. I'm trying to see how this works. I think this allows you to just write C code. But the other cool part is I think it's specifically designed so that you can like compare your Rust code to C code so that then you can easily port different things. So, okay. So borrowed data escapes outside of closure, erroneous code example. Okay. A type annotation of closure plan implies a new life. Drop it. Guys, rely to infer it. Okay. So what's the diff? Equal list push EL. There's an extra pipe after the EL. Interesting. But yeah, so the thing is like there's going to be, if Rust is going to be adopted, they need to have a way to work with C to a degree as well as Fortran and allow for easily being able to port if they actually want to succeed. So I would say they probably should do that. So I'm going to try this. We're going to just add like a pipe behind this. If I'm understanding that correctly. Cargo check. No. So oops. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna add some new lines in here. And then right here. There we go. I can put Rust in a Docker. Yeah, yes, you can put pretty much any type of code in a Docker container, really. The big thing with Docker is you want to be able to do like web requests and stuff to it. That's what makes it more-ish useful. So that's where I think it works. At least as far as I know. So I want to pass in these strings, and I want them to last the lifetime. So do I... No, I'm not. Keep it simple, stupid. I am not re-implementing TCP. People already have that. Mind you, I think the big tutorial for Rust is a chat program. So that might be fun. Yeah, a multi-thread web server is actually what it is. Sorry. So that might not be a bad, like, testing project to build, because you kind of learn all the basic stuff. Because you can, because like Rust is really good with concurrency and things like that. So, so we're gonna try that and see what happens. Again, I'm just trying things out at this point to see what happens. Not a method. I chose the wrong variable. That would have never worked. I don't know why I did not notice that. And then back, and then I need to go up here, and then as str, and then what am I doing? Then cargo check. That's what I'm doing. Make a custom OSI and implementation for a random interface. I wonder what happens if I just called unwrap. That's the other option. So, and then dot unwrap. No. Dude, this, I don't think you get where the scope of this project is. Okay. Clear cargo check. Method not found. Okay. So, okay. Well, I want that to... Okay. Expected named lifetime parameter. With an expected... Okay, so I think I do it like this, actually. Okay. So, yeah, no, I gotcha. I'm like, dude, don't set expectations, man. I'm not necessarily saying it for your sake. I'm saying it because I know there are people who will expect that of me. Yeah. Because, like, FYI, the last stream got like 100 views afterwards, which is unheard of for a live stream. So again, that's why I was like, if you are watching this later on, please say hi in the comments, especially if you're seeing this part. Tell me what I'm doing wrong when I make this call, because I'm certain we'll know by the end. Darn it. That was not what I wanted. Okay, not found in scope. Not found in this scope. Expected type. Interesting. Oh. Okay. I'm seeing now. So that's space. I love you can program Rust in Rust. No, that's the thing is like Rust is intended to be the kind of successor of C. And I do think they've taken a lot of life lessons. Now, I will be very honest. I don't know for a fact that Rust will surpass C. I think they have a lot of cultural issues to get through first, but if they get through those cultural issues, I think they can beat out C. C is a very cumbersome language, and like most technical projects, it has a lot of technical debt. And so, you know, wiping the slate clean is actually something that I think is healthy for every company to do every now and again. And just be like, hey, we need to rewrite this entire tech stack from top to bottom. And so we're going to start with this service, and we're just going to define, you know, this is a good interface point. So we're going to make that interface first with this current system, and then we're going to make a new thing and just build that up, and then like steadily do that over time. So like Discord, for example, the new UI, the UI just came in. And one of the reasons for the new UI is because the old UI actually only assumed there was a light mode and a dark mode. Yes, no, Rust has technical debt too, but it's less than C, inherent to its age, right? It's not to say that it won't ever get to the point where it will be, you know, in 40 years, you'll sit down with, you know, a junior intern and be like, man, y'all are still writing in C. That's like a outdated language, man. You should check out, and, you know, that's like the whole new language, man. I'm going to laugh. If someone ever makes a language name that, please cite me as your source. I just want that to be a humorous moment to go down in history. If y'all can clip that, y'all are welcome to clip it. Okay. So I want that to go a reference with an explicit lifetime. Okay, so a lifetime annotation. Okay, so I think. Okay, lifetime annotations have a slightly unusual syntax. The names of a lifetime parameter must start with an apostrophe and are usually all lowercase and very short, like generic types. Most people name them -A for the first lifetime annotation. We place lifetime parameter annotations after the ampersand of a reference. Interesting. I don't know if I like that. I think Python having the ability to be compiled will be useful, but forcing it to be compiled is a bad decision. Especially in the scientific field, that's where its primary use is, and so it's like being able to be really dynamic is probably the best decision for its long-term growth. Really what they should do is steadily work towards making it work on multiple languages. Like I would suggest putting it on Rust so that you have two foundations to work off of, and that way if one really does genuinely make a better version of Python that's super fast, you know, yes, an option would be nice to make a compiled C program. I 100% agree. That's actually why I'm not using Python for this, because I wanted this to be an executable that I can then upload and people can download that, because I don't want this to be a program. Once I make the GUI, it is no longer for technical people, okay? Once the GUI is made, it's not for technical people. It is for the common denominator, which is a very low bar, I will admit. but apart from some things that we'll have to do. Python is written in... So Python is written on top of C, yes. It's a superset of C, basically. It's similar to how, like, TypeScript is actually a superset of JavaScript. Or YAML is a superset of JSON. So you can actually write JSON in a YAML doc, for example. In function signatures. So, okay, so if I'm understanding this right, I go here and I go yoink. And then I go yoink. And then I'm guessing I do... Is that what I do? Cargo check. No, that is not what you do. Expected A because of return type. Okay, so let's try... Oh, so that creates a reference. But I don't want to return a reference. I just want to return the type. Huh. There's a way to package Python in your script. There is a way to do packaging. But it wasn't a solution I was too excited for. So I was like, you know what? Let's try Rust. I've been wanting to do a project in Rust. And Rust does build executables natively. So, yeah. It's one of those things where I was like, sure, I can. It's not an elegant solution. And I probably should learn this language that's going to be super useful in the near future. So, okay. Clear. No, I got to do bang, clear, cargo, check. Okay. Escapes the function body here. Argument requires that A must outlive static. Okay, so I guess I have to... So I guess I'm going to have to return the reference. Darg Narbit. Here. Argument requires that A must outlive static. Darg Norbit. Does Rust support the Tensor API? I don't know that it does natively, but I would guarantee you there's got to be a package for it. Let's see here. Rust Tensor API. Yep. Tensor RS. It is right there. I don't know how old it is, but definitely doesn't seem like it's super fleshed out, like, at all. Or it could just be that they didn't add, because there's like an automated docs site, so might not be there. I would... that one's more questionable if it does, because NVIDIA will make those. Let's do NVIDIA CUDA Core in Rust. Rust CUDA project. Okay, apparently there is one out there that's trying to do it. I know that CUDA is directly supported in, I think, C and Python, but I don't know... But yeah, apparently they have like a shader. It's mostly a shader product. It's not an AI project, it looks like. That's just for me, like, skimming the site, though, so don't quote me. I'm not, like, reading deep. Okay, so let's try getting more info. So, Rust C --e explain EO515. Okay. So a reference to a local variable was returned. Erroneous code example. Okay. So, ampersand X. Local variables, function parameters, and temporaries are all dropped before the end of the function body. So a reference to them cannot be returned. Consider, okay. My favorite animal, probably a dog. I know. It's basic. It's super basic. But, eh. Okay. You know what? I haven't thought to check. There is literally a doc site that I've been using this whole time. And I probably could be using that to help my butt. Reference. Let's go. Oh. Okay. So I need... I don't need them... I need... I think it's the arg struct. Okay, there we go. So now... Big... Short... Self... For... Okay. For option ampersand static. So I wonder if... Huh. Red squirrels. Interesting. I think those are on my family's coat of arms. Interesting. I know we had some like really wackadoodle squirrels at my university. They'll like sit there and like they knew that people would feed them. Okay, so I'm gonna try something. Static. Okay, and then static. Then I'm gonna just delete that. And then see what happens. Darn. Help a function with some... Well, that's gonna cause weird problems. I don't know how that A got there, but yo, we got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. So cargo run help. Okay. Awesome. Cargo run help new. That's not right though. Is it because I'm not calling? Nope, I'm not. Okay. Where people are, they are more wild. In cities, they're petrified of humans. Interesting. See, I feel like it's the opposite for the squirrels here in the U.S. Like, in the woods, I don't see them that often. But when I'm out and about, oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'm seeing them. Okay, and then you just need to yank, and then $, paste, paste. There we go. Well, that would kind of put a damper on it. Sub command yo, okay. Cargo run help. Hey! Get out of my trash. Cargo, run, help, export. Okay. And export options, all help version. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we can add the other args, which is what we're going to do is we're going to just go here. Visual, we're going to go here. And we're going to go X, actually. Oh. And then we're going to go down to here. We're going to go paste. And then we can go down and delete that line. And then we're going to go ahead and add these guys. Dot arg build flag arg quote zip z zip. Oh, quote zip. Hey, arg build flag build arg build. So now we need quote curse forge. Okay. We're gonna do short is C, and then we'll do the long as curse forge. Okay, and that will give us those three. I'm going to okay, there we go. Okay, now Modrunth. Okay, and then yes. Yeah, we're so we are building a Modpack building tool using Rust specifically. So I'm hoping my code works as expected. That is a lot to hope for. So we're just gonna see if this works. Also, I'm using a different code editor than you're probably used to. It's called Vim. If you ever become a developer, you will know how to exit Vim. Okay, we're gonna just see. Oh. Mint HR literal, use single. I used single quotes. Oh, I did use double quotes there. Oops. I did. Oopsie daisy. And right here. Colon right, colon clear cargo check. Awesome. Bang cargo run dash help export bang cargo run help export. There we go. So this allows us to kind of show each one of these. I probably have more things that I need to add to this, like more help data. But as of right now, it's going to basically the goal of the project is like, so all my mods work on Neoforge, Forge, and Fabric, right? And so the goal is like, if I define a mod pack, right, I can export a Fabric version, a NeoForge version, a Forge version, and I can have one that uses Modrinth and CurseForge, and it has the largest variety of mods available on it for each platform. And we'll export like a list of, hey, here are all the mods, and here are the mods that, you know, like the CurseForge version doesn't include. So you could upload all that information when you export. Like the next thing is really to add an export feature that would allow you to export straight to Modrinth or CurseForge, probably. And then take this tool and then make it so that you can have it like trigger off of events using GitHub, so it automatically release like every month or two. I feel like that would be cool for the command line side. And then for the GUI side, you would have the ability to go and like manually edit this stuff, add some more documentation bits and all that. Yes, what is your question, Prince Lightning? Feel like that song literally just came on, so I'm skipping it. The software I use to create my logo. So my current logo was created by my little sister, and I think it was After Effects that she used. Or it might have been Inkscape. And then my new logo, which y'all see at the beginning of the year, that was made by Tiffany Jacks. I would assume she's probably using Photoshop or After Effects. So that is one of the like more ubiquitous things out there. If you're looking to get into graphic design, I suggest looking into GIMP, probably, because that one is free. Or you can look into Canva. We did use a couple assets from Canva, actually. So like the glitch effect on my letters, that is actually from Canva, not from Photoshop, because we could not replicate it. And Mia might know more, so you might bug her. I will be honest, I am not a naturally gifted artist. So, okay. I think we're gonna do this. I'm going to escape. Escape. On hold. We're just gonna hold on that one. Same with this one. Yeah. I'm probably going to swap to GIMP as well. Okay, so this one's gonna be the fun one, because I actually need to build a set of commands out of that, which is gonna be fun. Oh. But yeah. And apparently GIMP like just got a major update, right? Didn't they? Let's look at that. GIMP latest version. Or maybe it's no. GIMP 3 is hopefully coming next year. That's right. They're getting close to releasing a new version that's supposed to be really good and could be compared to some other versions. So we're going to do Shift O there, backspace, and then we're going to go here, and then we are going to, I should have yoinked this here. Okay, take that guy, paste that guy. Okay. Function build mod commands. Okay. Commands turn command new mod about commands related to mods. Quote ban that, and then sub command subcommand command new add. The thing is, so with some of this, I'm kind of nervous about like what I'm doing, but we'll see. About add a mod to the list. Add a mod to the pack. Dot arg. Oh gosh, arg bang name dot req acquired true. Okay, and then that adds that subcommand. I want to add a semicolon. I need to make sure to add that. Pack. So, but if you and the other side of that too is if you're looking into like more content creation stuff, right? Always gonna suggest OBS for like recording stuff. And then I suggest using DaVinci Resolve. It is free, even up to commercial use, FYI. It is free to use. Like I can go take it to my church, which if you didn't know, anything to do with the church technically is considered a commercial use. It's not considered personal use 90% of the time, but there's edge cases, legal junk. But DaVinci Resolve is actually allowed to be used there. And you do get like custom licenses for churches too. That's something fun I found out. Like Photoshop has a license for churches. It's slightly cheaper, but it's still not worth it for my church. And so I'm like, let's use DaVinci Resolve. I'm familiar with it. We buy the pro version. We can add subtitles to our sermons, and we can go from there. Because actually, if y'all didn't know, my last 3-4 videos has fresh subtitles, like better subtitles than the automated. About list all mods in the pack. I might have to. I need to look into aliasing as well. But I think that's it. I missed a quote. There we go. And then close that guy. I either have done something horribly. I now need to go check. Do I have all my? Yeah. I need to make a thing that will. I need to make it so that the highlighting for these can highlight them in pairs. That would be nice. So that I can like see when something's off. I really liked the rainbow parentheses and the rainbow tabs from VS when I was using VS Code. Okay. So clear. Cargo check. We're just gonna see where we're at. Unclosed delimiter. Of course there's an unclosed delimiter. Is it you? It's you. Okay. Let's go here. FYI, when you become a programmer, typos become more frequent, I feel. Oh, wait. I don't have... Need to add build mod command on here. So, I'm going to go ahead and... yoink. And then... subcommand, build, mod command. Okay. WQ, cargo, run, help. Hey, cargo, run, help, mod. Add, remove, list. Okay. I think. Okay, so cargo, run. Now we're gonna do help, mod, help. Add? Okay, so no. Okay, so cargo, run, help, add? Unrecognized subcommand. Interesting. Is that error in the... Interesting. Okay, so I might have to do some more playing. Mod... add? Okay, so you had to do mod add, mod list. Okay, that makes sense. That's not bad. That makes sense. And I think that that's actually pretty good. Like, we have a semi-functional command line now. Should I be building these functions one by one? Sure. Should I not be doing this in a separate file? Probably. Will I be doing this any other way? No. Okay. So I feel like, first off, we're going to yank this guy. And we're going to put him... that was the init. Okay. I feel like it is more important for me to get a semi-working version out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make issues for each one of these guys. And then I can come back and actually deal with them on my own. Or, like, later on. Because none of this matters till all the other stuff is set up. So, let's grab this. And then we're going to... there we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Shift O. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to, yank. Okay, I think I mistyped something. Shift O. Okay, and then I want to go here. And then yank, paste, paste. There we go. Should have grabbed that space afterwards. Oh, well. Okay, there we go. There should be a way to add a space right behind you. I don't know why that doesn't exist yet. But if we can get all of this stuff, like, start moving a little bit. So, like, because most of this is actually centered on using files to control the information. So, like, you're not downloading all of the jar files or building the N-PAct file till you run export. Once you run export, you will get all of that information. So, like, this guy, you will not get the jar files until you run zip, I believe. I don't think even CurseForge or Modrinth you would download anything. You would just... Well, you might. I would have to check and see, like, can you... This would be something worth trying, is to see if you can upload a mod that only exists on one platform. Oh. The sneezes. So, the other thing is that I didn't think about it, but the export eventually needs to have a path as an optional argument. That way you can input that. And I don't count that as a flag argument, FYI. A flag is just a Boolean. So, but you can do like -ZCM and then it'll only export your zip, your cursed version, your mod.rinth, but you won't get a mod list, which is an HTML file, not anything else. That is actually useful for some of the GUIs that we're doing, though, which is nice. Okay, so what are we doing? We are now going to start working on actually building this guy up. Dude, y'all would not believe the number of tabs I have up right now. I have like 20 tabs, which is not a lot. Ooh. Okay. So let's see here. Massages. I don't need options. I need subcommands. What does subcommands look like? Okay. Okay. Subcommands and subcommand list prevents. Subcommand require prevents none. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to go to main. Oh, nope. Right. Main. Main. Ooh. Map mode. Map the key sequence left-hand side to the right-hand side for the modes where the map command applies. Interesting. Okay. I am hoping I did not just... Nope. There we go. Match. Define a pattern and highlight in the current window. Oh, okay, that's just slash. I don't know why that's a command. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we have our matches. So now what we need to do is we need to go down here. Yoink. Let's matches dot subcommand. Okay. And then we have that, but then we need to go up. We need to go up here. Okay. So we're gonna do what am I doing? We're gonna do a knit. Sub matches. What is sub matches from? I'm trying to see where some of these things come from. This is from the tutorial, FYI. So sub matches. So I'm guessing that comes in, and so now we'll just do some prints. Let's see here. Initializing a mod pack. Okay. Then some new sub matches. Creating new mod pack. Quote. Okay. Some mod. Okay, and then mod commands. And we gotta see how that works. And then underscore. Interesting. This command shouldn't happen. Okay. cargo check. Oh, I did not terminate that. Okay. Expected one of dot subcommand. Did I do let? Not. I did let, not matches. Oops. MAT or match, which that is like a switch statement in C. For those that aren't aware, I'm gonna make sure this works. Okay. And then cargo run new. The following argument is required. Okay. Cargo run new test pack. Okay. Awesome. Cargo run init. Awesome. Cargo run. Okay, so I forgot export. Shift O. And I'll have to do more stuff to get... Okay, so that's the sub matches. So I think then for like each one of these, so I'll have separate commands that I'll have to pass in the sub matches to then process further on. So these will be like chaining little levels of stuff till we get down to the bottom of like one actual execution. And then what I'll have to do as well is actually for the mod name, I need to make it be a where you can add multiple. That is absolutely something I have to do. I also need to go add issues for some of the other stuff too, because otherwise it's gonna suck. Let me go ahead and first write this. So we need export. I don't know. We're gonna see. So cargo check. Okay, cargo run export. Awesome. Cargo run mod add. Okay. Cargo run mod add empowered pathways. Mod commands. Okay, so you do pass in the sub matches to each one of those. I can pass the sub matches into each one of those commands so that it can then process those individually. Of course, later I do need to do some stuff. So first thing, I need to do this. So we're going to go over to the command line manager, and I'm going to create some issues on the GitHub to add those later on because I don't want to forget it. And while we're working on it, we may as well do that now. I also most definitely need to get add git commit created basic CLI system. Okay, git status. Oh, git add. Darn it. Git add And then git commit dash dash help. How do I amend a thing? Let's see here. Amend slash amend. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, there we go. AMEND. Amend. Replace the tip of the current branch by creating a new commit. Okay, so git commit, but can be used to amend a merge commit. I'm confused. I think I need to slash amend. Okay. Is it P to go to previous? There we go. Okay. Okay. Create a new commit, which fixes up commit. When apply with git rebase, commit created. Okay. Well, we're just gonna amend. Added. Oh, created. Yep. There we go. Okay. I have never done an amend on a commit. That's my first amended commit. I know it's like, but don't you make mistakes all the time? Yeah, but I usually don't care enough to amend them. But now I will be, doing. I want to be more serious about my code, and that's something that's important. Okay, now I need to go to Negative Light Media, and I need to go to repositories, and then I need to go to NegativePack Architect, and we're gonna go add some issues real fast, specific to Vim source CLI manager. What would be cool? I need to find a Git workflow where I can do like to-dos and it would automatically create an issue. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do create import sub commands. Okay. And new issue, create update sub command. And then new issue, create analyze sub commands. There we go. And that is all of those taken care of. Okay. So that will do that, which is good. That covers our butt a little bit. The other thing that I also should do is I should add a thing when I try to push. It will run like a build isn't there a check? Yeah, I should have it run check. That way every time it should be good. Oh, that's right. That's a new set of stuff. I need to update mods tomorrow to 120.4 on Minecraft because Mojang was real fast to fix a bug. I think that was the fastest, like 48 hours between 1.20.3 and 1.20.4. Usually they give it a week. Which means it was either really serious or they've gotten really efficient. Like, I don't think people realize, I don't think the Mojangs or devs are lazy, but I think the company's too big, and that's where I've been debating a little bit. It's like, if I ever make a game development company, I think for every game, I think you should have no more than maybe like 5 people in each role area, with one of those being a lead, and a lead does not actually do work, they approve stuff. Right? So they only approve work and come up with like designs and direction, right? So they're not going and writing code necessarily, they're giving the direction the code should be going. And so what do I mean by the roles? Well, like you might have a designer, which would be like your artists and stuff, your developers, and like your producers. And those are really the only 3. So you would only need 15 people per game. And I think that keeps the game small enough, or keeps the team small enough to keep them people focused and keeps meetings. Like, you can sit 5 people in a room easy, and like everybody's gonna be comfortable and like chill and hang out and relax and have fun. You know, maybe you add like a bug fix team, and that might have like some exception. That might be the only one where I would say a reasonable exception is like 10 people on a bug fixing team, and they're just hammering through the bugs one at a time, you know, solving all the bugs. Because again, technical debt is a huge thing for any program. Okay, so we need to okay, so the new in the init is kind of the same thing to a degree. It's just they can share some code, and those two can share code. Yep. So function build pack repo or pack directory, right? And we need to go name, and that will probably end up being a string. I will figure that out in a bit. And then okay, build YAML file, or build pack info struct. Create YAML file. Yep. And then function init pack. Okay. And this guy will so get folder name, sanitize folder name, build pack directory, folder name. Okay, and that would be that line right there. And then exit right there. Okay, and then literally the new is actually just, well, yeah, the new for now. Actually, well, yeah. Okay, so we need to do this. We need to do okay, so here is what we are doing. We are doing build pack directory, and then we are doing sub matches dot get one string name. Okay, and that should close that guy. And we're gonna just go down here. So print created pack directory for, and then we need to do name. Oh, we do need to sanitize first, actually. So we might move. Ooh. So we might not have to do too much, actually. So I think, yeah. Okay. So Okay, so we're gonna just check on this guy. Oh, okay. Expected string found. Option string. Well, it shouldn't be an option. So how do I ensure that is not an option? Mismatched types. Okay, so for more information, try. Okay. E0308. Okay. So, oh, that's literally just the type mismatch. Okay, so that doesn't actually help me all that much. Okay. So, hmm. What can I do here? What can I do? What can I do? Think pace, think pace, think pace, think pace. What would work in this specific scenario to get the name that is not an option, it is a required parameter. So if we did so might have to do some error checking. We're gonna have to do more processing, I think. So what I might do is we will, for now, we're gonna rethink this. Okay, nope. Okay, there we go. Okay, nope. And then I print, creating new pack. So matches dot match get one. Okay, and that gets the name variable. And then I need to go back to about here. And that's man, it's always the simple errors that get me. I say that as I've been fumbling through this whole project so far. Also, how are y'all are y'all actually enjoying these? Because I am. I actually have been enjoying this set. We need to do new test. So it's returning some test. That doesn't make much sense. What is that printing? Is some Bob. Because we set interesting. Watching you struggle, you're a yes. No, and there's like some weird stuff too. Simple to use, efficient, blah blah blah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Defaults. We previously showed arguments can be required or optional. When optional, you work with an option. Okay, so I know exactly what's wrong. I know exactly what's wrong. The name field is probably not... Nope, it is set to required. So why is it not returning absolute? Like absolutely, this is the one. Get one port. Expect. Default ensures there's always a value. Okay. Okay. So, vim source main. Okay. And then we're going to do i.expect. Nope. Okay. So it hasn't been written yet. Error. Pack name must be given. And we might add like a structure or something to store all that in, but for now we'll be fine. Cargo check. Run new test. Hey! We are closer than we were. Except for the fact that it's putting quotes around it, which is odd. And if I don't put anything in here, it fails. So, yeah. Like, that should always... Huh. I should probably run back through Vim Tutor. Okay. So... Let me see here. Creating new pack. Cool. Okay. So how... Oh, because this is a string. Okay. I think I know what's up. So I think I'm going to try to get this build pack directory to work now. Now that I know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't want to... Yes, I do want to do that. Okay, so now I build packdir, and then okay, yes, W, and then cargo check. String found a reference to a string, or not a reference, a borrowed string. So I could do toString, or I could just change that to a reference because already that's going to be a reference from the other one. So we can just do boosh and then W, Q, and then cargo check, cargo run new test. Yeah! There we go, guys. We got it. We got a command working. We made progress, like legitimately significant progress. As a matter of fact, git status, git add source main rs, git commit -m, initial, let's see here, initial new command working. And that gives a little status update. You want that to be actually a regular part of how you write your code, is you regularly are committing. Yeah, it means you have a bunch of commits, but you can, but like, it's common practice now to actually squash your commits when you're working in a separate branch. I don't think I am working in a separate branch though, which is defeating the whole purpose, but you squash that each time. But this has been fun, but it is getting late. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. I hope y'all enjoyed. And again, if y'all are tuning in afterwards, make sure to say hi. I would love to chat with y'all and see y'all in the future. Hoping to be doing these a little bit more regularly. Without further ado, this is N-PAct signing out. God bless y'all and have a Merry Christmas. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on how life is.